guy that scores the ball, and you're not going to be under anyone's radar going forward?
I think it's just play like every game. I feel like my teammates just gave me the ball when I was open and I was able to hit it, so it's not going to be like anything different these upcoming games. It's not like I'm going to try to hunt any shots, but just find me when I'm open, and I guess I'm going to shoot it now.
Let's use the microphone, please. Okay, thanks.
Kid, you always, give to your teammates when you're doing well, talk about how much confidence they put in you, but how much fun are you having right now with the role that you have, what you've been able to do?
I'm having really a good time this year, especially with this new role that I didn't really expect to have this year. So it's really just taking it day by day and just enjoying the time that I am here and just being present.
What did you think you were going to have, but this wasn't what you expected?
Well, I knew I was going to have a more long time playing role, but I didn't know it was going to be to this extent. But I'm grateful, and I worked hard for it. I'm trying to do the best I can.
Are there any moments so far this season that stand out at all, where you feel like you've been having the most fun?
Probably now every game is going to be that, because it's Big 12, and no matter anybody's record, everybody's going to be a really good team that we play, because Big 12 is a really hard conference.
And I'm just wondering, how infectious do you think that energy is with your teammates?
This last couple of weeks, we've really been bonding, because all these long road trips, we're with each other 24/7. So I think we're really just clicking as a team and just ready for each game and just having fun while we're with each other.
Getting back to your role, we talked to Coach Self in the offseason. He said you're probably going to play more perimeter. You said it yourself. You said the whole key to your season was probably going to be your jump shot. And here you are playing the 5. I wonder what were those off-season conversations like about playing more on the perimeter? And then have you had one in the last few weeks where it said, looks like we got to keep you here?
Well, with Coach Self, there's really not that many conversations during playing time and the rotation and schedule. He kind of just puts you there and just expects you to do the best you can. So there's not really any me questioning or having any conversations. It's there. He wanted me to put there, and I'm just here.
What have they told you about attacking that role, that position? Because it's, every time he talks about you, he calls you 6'6". You're listed at 6'7". So it's obviously not a true big man, right? I mean, it's not the 6'10", 6'11" like we've seen. So what's been their advice, or what have they told you about attacking that, from your size and athleticism perspective?
I think the biggest thing is just don't give up offensive rebounds. That's really the only thing about size and protecting the rim. So as long as I just don't give up offensive rebounds and just play faster than a lot of the big men in the league, I think we could have success, because I'm a little quicker than a lot of the big men in the league. So I think that's the upside of having me as a 5-man, is I'm a little quicker. So I think that comes to advantage if we make it like it.
Has it been as easy as you've made it look? I mean, you going back to high school, you played a different role there, and then your first year here, kind of a different role, and now a totally different role. I mean, you seem to be able to just kind of adjust on the fly without much trouble. Are you making it look as easy as it is, or is it harder than we see?
I think the Big 12 has helped me stay humble with everything, because every game is a battle. So it's really hard to be comfortable playing in the Big 12, because everybody's good, and you really can't have a night where you're not as energized as other opponents. So it's all just you really can't get comfortable. That's basically it.
What do you think of KU getting votes for number 1? You guys are number 2, but you got a lot of number 1 votes.
Yeah, it's definitely cool to be in that position. It's a long season, so we really don't look into that now until March Madness comes.
With 2 great road wins, how do you come home and not take it for granted?
You said, what was your question?
You're coming home now, so after winning on the road, would it be easy to overlook these games and just figure, now we're home?
No, not at all. We appreciate Allen Fieldhouse a lot. This is obviously our favorite place to play, and since our home, and our fans show up all the time. So I think just playing at Allen Fieldhouse is just a blessing, and we'll never take that for granted.
KJ, some of the stuff Coach Self has talked about with you is operating out of the kind of the short roll. Did you do much of that in high school before you got here?
Yeah, I played with a lot of good players in high school, like Brock Cunningham, Matthew Myers. So I was always kind of like a role player back then until they left. So I kind of fit into the mold a little good coming here with all these great players.
I meant more like pick and roll when you get
Pick
it.
and roll, yeah.
Like a short
I
roll.
played
Do you
a
do much
lot
that?
of the 5 and the 4 when I was in high school, so I was kind of used to that play style, and especially how Coach Self does the ball movement. I'm really comfortable with how he does it.
And who's helped you the most here, maybe operate out of that and be really efficient, you know, whether it's passing or just scoring on your own?
Probably Dewan. He gives me a lot of confidence to just play my game. Like I feel like sometimes I was like really tense in the first couple of games, and it really helped me kind of step out of my shell and just try to play my game.
Anything else for KJ?
Thanks, KJ.
Thanks, KJ.